Pulp Secret is brought to you by Zunard's new graphic novel, The Lost Ones.
Hey guys, welcome to The Stack. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
And I am Pete.
And we've got 3 reviews for you guys today. Secret Invasion number 4, The Goon number 26, Final Crisis Requiem, and we're also going to have a viewer mail and a speed round, but first of all, welcome back, Pete.
Hey, thank you.
God.
By the way, guys, they love us in Maine.
Yeah?
Oh, wow.
Is that why you're wearing that shirt?
Yeah, I was up in a comic book store, and the guy was like, yeah, The Stack. And they made me pay for the shirt.
Oh. Wait, but then there's a second part of the story, right?
Yeah, and then I drove an hour and a half north to Portland, to a completely different comic book store, and the same guy was like, yeah, The Stack!
Wow.
Yeah.
He was following your tour.
He was reverse following him.
He works in 2 different comic book stores.
Or
Wow.
that's the logical explanation.
You're living the
All right,
dream,
let's
sir.
move
You're living
on
the dream.
with the comic book reviews. Let's kick it off with Secret Invasion number 4. We are halfway through this story.
Oh, man.
What's going on, you guys?
Well, still putting the pieces on the board.
Still kind of set things up, but
going.
that being said, it's still very exciting. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. You're not sure who's where, and it's...
Yeah, but at this point in the series, I want to know who's where. I want to start. The only thing they reveal in this was that Tony Stark is not a Skrull.
That's right.
So it's like a
I gotta
reverse
say,
reveal.
I'm starting to feel a little bit, no offense to anybody, but a little bit like a battered wife with this series. Like, I come into every single issue like, boy, I really want to like
it's a
this.
strong
I
feeling.
really want to like this a lot. And, I'll be like, it'll be all right this time. It'll be fine this time. Don't worry about it. And then nothing happens every single issue.
Well, you fall and hit your eye on a doorknob after every time.
All right, come on, let's not go there, please, for the love of...
We already kind of went there.
Yeah, well,
You
let's
brought it
just...
up.
I will say that I really enjoyed Nick Fury's BFG. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This actually, I think, is an example of what I wish the rest of the series was like. He's carrying this gun that literally is
huge.
twice the size of him.
Couldn't lift it.
And I wish that's what was going on, that these crazy, ridiculous, over-the-top things were happening, rather than small character moments, which are nice and nicely written, but not a lot happening.
That being said, I really enjoyed the part where Wolverine got shot up. That was pretty funny.
You just like to see him.
Yeah,
He's like
I'm
an
like,
old
yeah,
friend. Hey
Wolverine!
man, how are you?
Yeah.
I will say the coolest part was Nick Fury shooting Miss Marvel. He's like, we don't know about her. He shoots her and leaves her behind.
Yeah.
Because he's got his team. He's got his Howling Commandos, and that's what it's
It
about.
did feel like a subtle turning point for the series. At least I hope it is.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's happened enough to turn. It's like they put on a signal light.
Right.
So we're
Well,
hoping
you have
for
to,
a
like,
turn.
start turning to get to this point where it actually
That's a good
turns.
point.
So
Good
Nick
point.
Fury's Driver's Ed is the name of the series. Pick it up.
The Goon number 26. We've actually never reviewed this on the show other than speed rounding it. What do you guys think about this title?
Absolutely fantastic. The art is amazing. The writing is great. Violence, yes.
Mwah. There's a tasty violence.
Oh, it's so good.
So spicy. Yeah, it's a real dark stories. I love the way the art, it makes you feel like you're inside a swamp reading this comic, which I think is what you want, right, in a good comic book. But I like that feel. It fits with the story, it fits with the characters.
Yeah, speaking of turns, actually, the last issue had a huge turn for the series, finally bringing the conflict that's been boiling to a head, and it's great. It's really dark, really upsetting. There's a lot going on with the Goon character, a lot going on with the town and the other characters. It's a very rich feel. It's totally different, but in a certain way, to me, it feels like Peter David's Fallen Angel, which is the same sort of thing of like one person who's this central crux figure in an evilish town who doesn't want to be doing this stuff, but they have to.
Yeah.
Also,
he feels very put upon.
With all the dark talk, there is some real funny moments with the little kids on top of each other's shoulders.
That was
Just
hilarious.
a man
That was
with a mustache.
Funniest thing all week, where the kids are saying, I'm an adult, I enjoy jangling boobies.
I have a mustache, and I like to drink alcohol.
Yeah,
really, really great, really funny moments. Definitely pick it up.
Yeah,
definitely.
Spot
All
on.
right, let's move on and talk about Final Crisis Requiem. Well, we actually gave you a little bit of a Final Crisis reprieve.
Oh, yeah, I got a little pass.
And you got to read this. So,
As part
having
of the
not
bet.
read the series at all, having not read Final Crisis, what did you think of this issue?
Hey, did you guys know that John is dead? Did you know?
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, I was a little shocked to find that out.
You're not that shocked.
Well, no, not really. But no, it was. I thought it was a touching issue, if you will. It was pretty cool. I was hoping that it wouldn't. I don't know, but it was definitely really well done. I like the art. I thought it was weird how he kept getting skinnier and skinnier, but you know.
He's getting thinner.
Yeah. There was spoiler: a witch kills John Johns by going
Thinner.
Yeah.
What I liked about this is what I feel like the rest of the Final Crisis series should be more like, where it's like here's a story we're telling, and here are things that happen that are interesting and imaginative.
Yep.
Instead of the scattershot way they're telling the regular Final Crisis. At least I know what's happening, and I like the turns. I like the way the story was told. I like the telepathy moves they did in there. It was really good, really smart. I liked it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really sweet, touching issue, and it does pay tribute to the character, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I also appreciate the fact they talked a little bit in interviews about this week, where they didn't have that touch at the end where it's like, and then there's a glimmer of something on his grave. You know, that it's the character's dead, at least for now, I guess.
Yeah, and to be honest, let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah, yeah.
No offense.
Kill him forever.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not forever.
After the break, we're going to have a viewer mail and a speed round, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Zoon Arts presents a graphic novel from Steve Niles, author of 30 Days of Night, featuring the artwork of Dr. Revolt, Morning Breath, Kimmy Buzelli, Gary Panter. One epic story told by 5 groundbreaking artists. The Lost Ones. Read it now at zoonarts.net.
Hey guys, welcome back from the break. It is time for our third character spotlight from the graphic novel The Lost Ones, which you can, of course, download as a free PDF.
Do it, yeah.
Right now from the Zoon Arts website at zoonarts.net/lost.
Today we're talking about Roxy, who's the other female time space traveler in the book.
Yeah, she's got a good punk look, and she's the brains of the operation, kind of like me.
Oh, wow, that's a
Really?
lie. That's a
She
complete
also
lie.
developed the very scientific cooler theory, which explains how the travelers have gotten lost in time or space in a wormhole that has bent back in on itself. Which,
Does that interest you? Then please download.
well, during the
Lost
course of the
Ones.
novel, I mean, please.
Yeah.
She sends them to a version of the Wild West, into the future, and a bunch of other really cool places.
They go.
It's like a theme park, but for your brain.
That theme park.
Yeah, so go download that right now.
It's like
Here's a couple of
themed
other
pork.
things you should go to the store and download into a bag with your money and then take it and physically read it. Pete, it's time for the speed round.
All right, I've just been missing saying that. All right, Captain America White #0. It looks beautiful. It's absolutely fantastic. You should pick it up just for the art alone. But it's really setting things up for the first issue. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Nova #15. I've been a little hard on this series, but this issue I'm starting to like it. I like the space travel stuff. Pick it up.
Captain Britain and the MI3 #3. This is a smashing good fun book and a nice antidote to what's going on in Secret Invasion.
Oh, nice.
Wolfskin Annual #1. Hey, this is barbarians with big axes cutting each other's arms off. What's not to love about this? But actually, the writing's good. The art is very graphic, but a little weird, kind of like stiff. But still, check it out.
Young X-Men #4. This series seems a little stilted. The characters are good, and I like Guggenheim's fleshing them out, but it just doesn't have all the elements quite there, and we knew that Cyclops was fake the whole time.
What?
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Surprise, spoiler.
Nice. All right, let's move on with our question. Leland Burkhart wrote into tips@pulpsecret.com. Who is Marvel's Batman? We gotta unmask this mystery, guys, because there's this Batman running wild in the Marvel universe right now. We gotta figure out who he is.
Cool.
Is that what that question
I
means?
would say,
definitely.
obviously, it's Wolverine.
Yes.
Wolverine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly we're talking about who has the most aspects of Batman in the Marvel universe. And you would say Wolverine? Why would you say Wolverine?
Well, he's a little darker. He's a little meaner. He doesn't really care about teaming up. He kind of does his own thing.
He's in 9 teams in the Marvel universe.
Well, but I mean, he's kind of a loner.
Well, the thing I disagree with you because Wolverine has powers, and the big thing about Batman is that
if you want to get into it like
he's
that,
non-powered
fine.
and he can hang with the big boys.
So who would you say?
I would think Nick Fury could be Batman.
I like that.
I know Leland was talking about how he and his friend were arguing over Daredevil, which I think is kind of tough because Daredevil has powers, and his thing isn't detective really; it's being like tough.
Right. I would actually say Iron Man, at least currently right now, the way that they're treating the character, because first of all, in terms of the practical aspects, he's a character that shows up all over the place all the time. Like you're saying, at least up until recently, I guess. He's a regular human. Most of the time, they don't really go into the extremist stuff, and they treat him as a regular human. And he's one of those characters that is the smartest character, or one of the smartest characters of the Marvel Universe, so he figures out everything all the time.
Right.
So I think he hits a lot. Plus, he has the multimillionaire Playboy thing going.
True,
yes,
indeed.
that's
Though
true.
he doesn't have
I'm
the
right.
Okay.
Whoa.
You already said that. Your body language said it. He doesn't have the mystery, though. I think that is so important to Batman. Which I think Nick Fury is like, where is he now? What's he doing? And he's secretly behind all of the
He's
big
in
moves.
Times Square with a BFG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel that like Batman is known as more of a tough guy, kind of no nonsense. Just
Like
By the way,
me.
when I say
You mean
BFG,
like me?
you guys know I'm saying big friendly giant, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
All right,
I
I
was
just wanted to-
You're referencing the movie My Giant.
No, the Roald Dahl book. But
Oh, my
and when I was talking about The Witch with Thinner earlier, I was talking about From Witches, the Roald Dahl book.
Wow. This is a thinly veiled Roald Dahl-a-thon.
Yeah,
You're
well, I'm just
engaging.
saying that if you guys have a question or a giant peach, you can call us at 888-841-7549 or write it to tips@pulpsecret.com. You can comment right here below. And if you're ever in New York City, come visit us every Tuesday night at 8.
come on down.
Comic Club. Boy, I missed that. Our
Yeah,
live show.
didn't-
All the
did miss
details
that.
are at pulpsecret.com. We'll see you guys next time.
You should read some adult fiction.
Yeah,
At some point.
I read Boy by Roald Dahl, which is about his life as a boy.
That's not.
No, it's really adult. There's a lot of good stuff.
You're a man-child.
And don't forget, no.
You are the worst offender.
Yeah, you
None of
are.
that.
You are.
None of that.
All
You guys-
last
You-
week
oh,
episodes, you were
man,
like,
it's ridiculous.
my point is...
All right, can we start? We're rolling, please.
Can you see my shorts, or does it just look like
I want to see. I want you to
Casual.
pan down to his from
Yeah,
his
cool. No,
mandals
you
to
can't
his
see it.
shorts.
That's awesome.
Do you want us to show your
No. Actually,
I would
actively
love
do
it
not.
if you
came
showed
from
his
the Greek
shorts.
island of Knossos.
Improv
I
has
thought-
nothing
I
to do with
thought-
reading, Scott.
I thought you produced.
Oh! Volley! Volley!
Come on.
Let the boys
Come on, yeah.
Oh, your hands are wet.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, he sweats like
What
a
is
mother.
I sweat.
All right,
I sweat a tremendous
tape
amount.
this.
God, I've missed your sweating, Pete. Thank God you're back.
Hey guys, welcome back from boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
You knocked that
Show you
show
how
us done.
Yeah.